A toddler born without legs or hands doesn't let the absence of his limbs get in the way of being the best big brother he can be. In a video shared by their 22-year-old mother Katie Whitten, 3-year-old Camden calms his crying newborn brother Jackson by placing the baby's fallen pacifier in his mouth. Camden manages to do this all without legs or much of his arms, and the sweet moment has gone viral since his mother posted it on Instagram. Camden was born with phocomelia syndrome and amelia. Phocomelia is a congenital disorder that involves the malformation of limbs, while amelia is a birth defect in which a baby is born missing one or more limbs. The little boy, who lives in Camden, Texas and turns 4 next month, has no legs, and his arms end at around where the elbow would be. In the viral video, newborn Jackson is laying down on his back on a bed. Big sister Ryla is nearby when Jackson starts fidgeting and crying out, and it seems he has just lost his pacifier. That's when big brother Camden, who is laying on his back nearby, comes to the rescue. The resourceful little boy scoots himself closer and, using his face and shortened right arm, manages to lift up Jackson's pacifier. He scoots even closer, lifting the pacifier into his little brother's mouth. He pushes it in until Jackson is quieted and starts sucking on it, content again. In 5 days, the video has been viewed over 46,000 times on Instagram, and by thousands more on Reddit. Katie told Daily Mail Online that Camden is often helping Jackson out like that. Camden is always right there to give him his pacifier and wipe the spit up off of his mouth, she said. This time Jackson was crying and I said out loud to him that I was getting his pacifier. Then Camden said, "I got it, mommy." So I grabbed my phone and ran over there to capture the moment. This is an everyday thing for us, but I thought our friends and family would like to see it, she added. The young mother also updates family members and other parents of children born without limbs on her blog. Katie first found out that she was pregnant at age 18, in 2013. She said she did everything a mom to be is supposed to, she didn't drink or do drugs, she ate right, and quit smoking, and was just excited to learn the gender of her baby when she showed up for her 18-week ultrasound. But it didn't go as planned. When the doctor told me the news about Camden's birth defects, I went immediately numb inside, she wrote. I laid there while the ultrasound technician cleaned off my belly. While I was laying there, reality hit me right in the heart. I started bawling my eyes out. My baby doesn't have any legs, and only upper arms? My baby? She recalled thinking. Things like this don't happen to me. Things like this don't happen to my family. Why me? Why my baby? Why period? She was still worried about all of things her baby would never be able to do, but soon after he was born he began proving her wrong. He's now thriving and continues to impress his mother and father, Cole, 23, with what he can do. I know that most people look at Camden and think, poor child. But when he gets comfortable in his surroundings and starts doing things on his own, everyone always gathers around to watch. She wrote. He's awesome and can do so many things you'd never believe unless you've seen it with your own eyes. The comment I get most is, I never knew how fast he can move. He might not have legs to get up and run, but that boy can roll and scoot super fast. Don't underestimate someone just because of the cover they were born in these days. He does about as much as his 2.5-year-old sister. He mostly feeds himself, gets around the house by himself, sits on the potty by himself, climbs upstairs, and so many other things we thought that he would never be able to do, Katie told Daily Mail Online. Camden is a very independent child and doesn't like for anyone to help him do things, but if he does seriously need help he will ask for help from me or his daddy. He's otherwise is a healthy kid, and only has one annual appointment with a specialist. He saw an occupational therapist when he was younger, but has learned how to do everything mostly on his own. He has amazing problem-solving skills. He tries everything over and over until he gets it, and if he doesn't, then it isn't a big deal to him, said his mom. As long as Camden has an amazing support system, which he always will because we have great family and friends, he will be able to do anything he wants. She added on her website. His parents are currently working on getting Camden prosthetic legs, and one day, when he is 7 to 9 years old, he will be able to get prosthetic arms if he chooses to do so. They are also working to spread awareness for the limb different, that's the term we use to describe his physical difference, community.